How you doing, Victoria?
Hi, how are you?
How was your trip today?
It was good. It was long because I had to come all the way half down here again, but I made it. So.
Well, we've been doing a trade-off. It was your turn.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So.
You remember we talked about confidentiality. Any questions on that?
No, I got it pretty good.
Okay, all that still applies. Is it okay if I still use some notes?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, how have you been doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better. I feel like I can see it. Like the weeks are getting better. I think. Most definitely.
Well, I want this last meeting that we have scheduled, and so I want to talk about a couple things with that. Kind of go over, what we've done, feel how you feel about stuff, any obstacles you can foresee in the future, and just touch on some of that type of stuff and go on through that. It is our last meeting. I've really enjoyed meeting with you. Learned a lot about myself through our meetings and some of the places I need to improve when it comes to female vets. So I learned that type of stuff, but I also enjoyed your perspective, and you've opened my eyes to some things. So I'm really gonna actually miss our interactions. So that being said, how do you feel with this being the last session?
I almost couldn't believe it. As I walked in, I was like, "Oh, this is one of the last times I'll be walking here." I feel like it just went by so fast. I'm sad because I just feel like it was so safe here, and I just feel like I could unload so much when I came in here, and so it's sad. I'm gonna miss doing this. So, yeah.
Well, and we've overcome a lot too. We built your support system. I mean, when you first started out, you weren't able, you didn't feel the connection with your family, and we've worked on that and building with the groups and stuff. So.
And I think that's what makes me, like at first I would get a little anxious and scared to think about this is the last time, but then I remember that I have those things, supports outside, and that makes me feel a little more at ease.
That's good. I mean, you came in not knowing a lot of stuff, and I feel like we've figured out a lot of the things that you were dealing with throughout, whether it be referrals to seeing somebody else or just going through the steps of what we've been able to do and overcoming some of the anxiety. So you made tremendous strides. I mean, I know you wanted to be back to where you were before you deployed, and we haven't gotten there, but you've made tremendous strides. I think that's awesome. Very proud to say that we've made those steps and you've made those steps to get to that. You've done the stuff that has been working for you to make the progression. So, very proud.
Thank you.
One thing I do want to touch on, this being our last session, is there any obstacles that you can foresee hindering you from making the continuing progress that you've made?
I guess it would only be the thing that one, the therapist that you told me about, that I met with them and they told me that I had anxiety, he just kind of told me that this probably won't ever go away completely, and so I think that's the only thing that will be kind of staying away, because that's what it was relieving for me to hear how my anxiety was causing all those other problems that I was having and stuff, so that kind of gave me a new perspective and I wasn't going crazy anymore. So I think what will be hard is just always having that anxiousness, and then I'm always going to have that battle.
Yeah. Well, and you've done well not letting that define what you do and who you are, and that's a key thing. It's just like a person with an amputee. They'll always have that, but if you don't let it define you, you'll always be successful, and you've done an excellent job with that.
Thank you. That's a good way to put it.
It's something you always deal with.
Yeah.
But you've done a really good job with that. Looking back over the stuff, how do you feel about the process that we've used, or what's worked for you, and how do you feel about the things that I've presented to you?
I just remember how I was so frustrated coming in, because it was just the doctors just being, saying I was this and that, and then just referring me, over here. And so at first I came in very skeptical, honestly, and so what was really, really great about this whole process is that you understood. I think you were the first person to ever understand what I was going through and to not call me crazy and not look at me weird. And I think that was helped me a lot, and I really appreciated that because you didn't judge me and you weren't, you came really humbly, I think, in just a way to hear me out. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time that had happened since my deployment. And so being back here and trying to live, civilian life, trying to do that, and I didn't even know, that I was trying to do it all alone and that I needed help.
With the group, how do you feel that that's been working for you?
That has been really great. I really liked how you were there with me the first time and the second time, and then I liked how it wasn't pressure for me to have to talk so much about everything, and but also what helped a lot was listening to other people's stories, because then it made me really feel not alone. And then I liked how I felt safe because it wasn't that immediate pressure to you gotta, it helped me warm up and being able to interact and connect with people who dealt with the same thing. So that just really helped a lot.
I'm glad to hear that. It's always good to hear the things that you've done to help other people. Along that same lines, is there anything that you feel I could improve on? Any resources that you think could help other people that we don't have currently? And it's not going to hurt my feelings because it's just going to help me, but help the next person even better.
You should move your office to closer.
If that was an option, if we could have offices everywhere, if I could be everywhere, trust me, it'd help me in my life too.
I don't know. I can't really think of anything much. Y'all should do something with soccer. I know you couldn't find anything to do with that.
Well, and just like the group, it was started up by somebody that thought that needed to be there. So, if we can't find anything, maybe you could help us start that up.
I might do that.
You could have just created another opportunity for yourself to outreach to people who were in the same situation you were when you first started here.
That'll be on my next list.
Well, and like I said, we will definitely look into it, and if that's a resource that isn't out there, it's people are always looking to create stuff like that, and I'd be more than willing to help you out, create something that would help out other vets. And we've had sports stuff come up a good bit, and then we don't have a lot of it. The more the recreational type of stuff. So that's something we'll definitely have to look into, and we'll definitely keep that in consideration and bring it up to my supervisor.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's just been really great. Is there anything, I know you talked about the anxiety and everything, is there any other issues that you feel you haven't resolved during the process?
Well, besides, I can't make them understand, but it has been good to try to tell my family, but I don't know if that's completely resolved and having them completely understand me, but I don't know if that ever will be.
Yeah,
it can't to a certain extent.
That's like a guy understanding childhood.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You can hear what's being said, and you can kind of empathize with the person what they're going through, but to truly understand it, I think you'd have to go through it yourself. And that's always the way I look at it when I talk to my family. It's just like when my mom talks about giving birth. I'll never fully understand that. I can go through something similar, but it'll never be the same.
That's a good way to put it. That's the only other issue besides being anxious, and that might keep me from doing some things someday.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. And like I said, you've made tremendous strides in your anxiety. Just continue on the good path. You seem extremely motivated in getting your stuff done. Everything that we presented, you were willing to try, so that's great. And this being our last meeting, like I said, I hate to see it, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to call in a couple weeks, see how you're doing, and be able to fill you in on what we do find out with the support program.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll be the coach.
No, as like I said, you're a tremendous person, and you've made tremendous strides, and very proud of you. And like I said, I really would like to touch base with you just to make sure everything's okay.
All right. Sounds good.
And if you have any other issues, bring them up, and we will have to start over in the process. But if it works, why not try it?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
Well, if you need anything, please call, and continue doing the good work. You brighten my days on the day you come in, continue to brighten everybody else's.
Real sweet.
Well, I hate to say goodbye, and I don't believe in saying goodbye, so I always say see you later.
See you later. Thank you so much.